Hi, my name's John. This is my friend and colleague Ian. We both work for Go Outdoors and have done for many years. Today, Ian would like to talk to you about the Rab Shadow Hoodie, which we would describe in store as a soft shell. A soft shell really is a modern alternative to a fleece. You get different types of soft shells. You get those that are windproof. They're great for more passive activities. You get the occasional one that's waterproof. And then you get this kind of soft shell, which we describe in store as an air permeable soft shell. So what happens here is, this isn't windproof, but it's very, very wind resistant. It's very tightly woven. Now, when you're being very active, walking up a mountain, climbing, and you're working hard, in our opinion, you don't want a windproof garment. You want an exchange of air. You want to create some air, some warmth inside, and there's an exchange of air going on, and there's air coming in to cool you down a little bit. Otherwise, you run the risk of overheating. This is one of our favourite garments. Several reasons. One, it weighs next to nothing. Two, it's really thin. Three, it's really thermally efficient. So just on the inside here, these materials are so light, but they're so warm. And that feels like you're wearing next to nothing, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Not that I'm putting words in his mouth, leading questions. It's cut so it's very slim. It's designed to be worn under slim waterproof shells and over other slim garments, so that as you're mountaineering and climbing, everything's nice and neat and tidy. Now, this is designed for mountaineers, but actually anything that's designed for mountaineers that's the right length, and length's the key thing here, is perfect for walking, rambling, etc. And they just feel fantastic. The reason I refer to length is that some mountaineering garments are cut very short, and I think then for most people they're too short and it's not the right buy. But this garment's not cut very short. It keeps your glutes warm. It's a good length. Now, it's also very stretchy, so just give us a stretchy thing. As Ian's moving now, there's no resistance to him moving at all. It's really easy to wear in, so it's not going to tire you out. If I just take your cuffs, so here you can see there's a thumb loop. If you just take it out, Ian, you see there's a thumb loop in the garment here. So when Ian's not wearing it with the thumb loop, it sits nicely on his wrist. It's not an issue. But what you have here is you have some veins here with no fat over them. If these veins lose a lot of heat, the muscles in your arms stop working, your fingers stop working, can't do your laces, can't do your rucksack, can't do your rope, can't put your jacket on, can't do your zip, nightmare. So these guys, very clever. Think about how it's going to really work when you're out there in the hills. They give you an extra long sleeve with a thumb loop to keep this area warm, and it really works. It's one of those little features where you think, yeah, right, in a shop, but actually it really works. And I've got a number of garments with thumb loops in, and in the winter I always use my thumb loops.
Yep.
They're really good. Now, the hood on this jacket doesn't have a stiffened peak. It's not meant to be worn as an outer jacket. It's meant to be worn as a mid layer. So Ian looks very sort of Ivanhoe 12th century, where's my armour, particularly with his beard. But if you can get past the look, it works. It works really well. So take the hood off, Ian. That was a bit of switching off. So hood off. I just want to demonstrate while I've got you by asking Ian to put on his waterproof shell and just do it up. And what you've got going on here, and Ian has next to his skin, he has a Miko top from Rab, a Miko base layer. He then has a power stretch top on there for extra mid-layer warmth. He's then got his shadow hoodie, so you'd only wear this combination if it was pretty chilly. But what I just want to emphasise here is that Ian's a slim guy anyway, but all this now, he just doesn't look bulked out. How does it all feel?
It feels like I've got 2 layers on.
Right.
Yeah.
So the point I'm trying to emphasise here is that traditionally people would buy a base layer, they'd buy a thick fleece, or you'd buy a thick fleece, you'd buy a thick fleece, and then you put your waterproof on, and you feel all like this and all bulked up and overheating. What we've got going on here in this combination of clothing is light, warm, thermally efficient, very high wicking, really comfortable, but svelte. These garments are technical, and people say, well, I'm not a mountaineer, I don't need a top like that. Well, you're probably right, and you probably don't, but the thing is, if you were to try something like this compared to a conventional fleece, I think you'd really enjoy it. Rab makes stuff for mountaineers, but actually when you wear this equipment here, it just works, and it works really well. So Ian and I are both, as I said, we're both really into what we do. We wear a lot of this gear, and we tend to gravitate to this stuff that's very light and clever. Not because we want the fastest, sharpest, bestest. It's because it works so well. It's just a pleasure to wear. And the idea is that you buy this stuff to enhance your day on the hill. So Ian, I'd imagine you're in the market for one.
Yep.
We're both in
Yeah,
the market
yeah.
for everything, actually. We
Yeah.
do have a lot of stuff. So I'd like to thank you for both of us for watching. I hope it's been of help, and look forward to seeing you in the store soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.